Taxes was taxing. Now taxes is relaxing when you file for free.
I can file for free? TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. I can file for free.
Now this is taxes. File for free with TurboTax Free Edition and get your maximum refund. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and student loan interest. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free.
It is the world's most secretive election. When a pope dies, ancient traditions begin. A silver hammer, a destroyed ring, over 100 cardinals locked away from the world, choosing the next leader of 1 billion faithful. White Smoke. The path to a new pope, from Calaroga Shark Media, wherever you get your podcasts.
Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., we're in a fight between Elon and Marco Rubio. I guess you have to root for somebody. This is ballot.
That's right, and Palestinian protests have made their way to Chex Notes, a golf course in Scotland. Let's hit this. President Trump's Turnberry golf resort in Scotland got a little makeover this weekend, but not the kind you'd find on HGTV. A pro-Palestinian group decided to redecorate with what interior designers call protest chic, basically splashing red paint everywhere and digging up the greens. You know how when you were a kid and you dug a hole in your backyard and your parents got mad? Well, imagine doing that on one of the world's top 5 golf courses. That's a different level of grounding. These activists wrote, "Gaza is not for sale," across one of the greens. Which is interesting timing since Trump recently met with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and suggested the US should take over Gaza and redevelop it. He even shared an AI-generated video of his vision for Gaza, because nothing sells real estate quite like computer-generated imagery that doesn't exist. When Trump proposed neighboring nations could take in Palestinians from Gaza, Arab nations said no thanks, faster than someone being offered gas station sushi. The Trump organization called this vandalism a childish criminal act. I mean, they're not wrong. It's like when you're 35 years old and still drawing on walls. It's technically art, but also technically destruction of property. What's particularly sad is that Turnberry hasn't hosted the Open Championship since Trump bought it in 2014. The course is apparently so exclusive, it won't even let in golf tournaments anymore. Police Scotland is investigating the incident, which happened around 4:40 in the morning. You know you're dedicated to a cause when you're willing to vandalize a golf course before sunrise? Most people aren't even willing to play golf that early. The Palestine Action Group said they wanted to show Trump his own property is not safe from acts of resistance. I'm no political strategist, but I'm not sure damaging a Scottish golf course is going to change US foreign policy. But hey, at least they got their cardio in for the day. Elon Musk and Trump's cabinet got into a heated argument in the White House, and it was basically like watching a billionaire tech bro try to explain to career diplomats why they should run the State Department like a Twitter account. Marco Rubio was sitting there getting absolutely roasted by Musk, who accused him of firing nobody. Rubio fired back, asking if the 1,500 State Department officials who took early retirement didn't count as layoffs. Then he sarcastically asked if Musk wanted him to rehire everyone just so he could fire them again for the spectacle. That's like asking someone to uneat their dinner so you can watch them eat it. Meanwhile, Trump is just sitting there with his arms folded watching this cabinet room cage match like it's WrestleMania. When Musk told Rubio he was good on TV, which in Musk speak translates to useless in real life, Trump finally stepped in to defend Rubio, saying he's doing a great job. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy jumped into the fray when Musk accused him of lying about air traffic controller layoffs. Musk demanded names of who was fired, and Duffy was like, "There aren't any names because I stopped your people from firing them." Then Musk bizarrely claimed diversity hires were working in control towers, which honestly sounds like something he read on his own social media platform at 3 in the morning. Trump's solution to the air traffic controller debate? Hire people from MIT because they need to be geniuses. Because nothing says air safety like replacing experienced controllers with theoretical physicists who've never seen an actual airplane. The Veterans Affairs Secretary tried explaining that maybe firing thousands of veterans wasn't the best move politically. Trump agreed they should retain the smart ones and get rid of the bad ones. Revolutionary management strategy there. By the end, Trump declared that cabinet secretaries would be in charge and Musk would only advise. And Musk, who showed up in a suit instead of his usual t-shirt after Trump mocked his appearance, didn't seem too happy about his new advisor role. Who knew that putting the world's richest man in charge of government efficiency would lead to chaos? Oh right, everyone. Tesla owners are experiencing a wave of backlash thanks to Elon Musk's public behavior. Cybertruck owners in particular are finding their vehicles booed and vandalized across America. One Tesla driver, Stephen Minnick, claims people in a Subaru gave him the Nazi salute. The same guy later found someone had drawn male anatomy on his car. Which really makes you wonder, is it the car they hate, or did Stephen cut someone off in traffic? Tesla owner Jennifer Vargas told CNN she sold her car entirely because of the way he was behaving in public and the extremism that he was portraying. She said, "I love the car, I like everything about it, but it was just his name being attached to it that became the issue." Imagine spending $50,000 on a car and then getting rid of it because you don't like who made it. That's like throwing away your iPhone because Tim Cook once said he prefers cats to dogs. These poor Tesla owners are driving around with the automotive equivalent of a MAGA hat, except it costs as much as a college education. And the Cybertruck. That thing looks like what would happen if a DeLorean and a dumpster had a baby and raised it on a strict diet of right angles and stainless steel. I hear Cybertruck owners are now disguising their vehicles as giant metal origami projects just to avoid confrontation at stoplights. President Trump has added 2 new members to the Kennedy Center board, Laura Ingraham and Maria Bartiromo. Because nothing says high culture like 2 people who think interpreting dance means explaining what happened on Dancing with the Stars. Trump announced on Truth Social that they're going to make the arts great again, which I assume means replacing Swan Lake with synchronized flag waving and the entire orchestra playing nothing but Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA on repeat. These Fox News personalities will be joining quite the artistic dream team that includes Second Lady Usha Vance, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, and Attorney General Pam Bondi. It's like they're putting together the Avengers, if the Avengers' superpowers were complimenting Trump's hair and nodding vigorously. Trump became chairman after purging 18 Democratic appointees from the board. He claimed the vote to make him chairman was unanimous, but CNN reports it wasn't. I guess when you define unanimous as everyone who didn't agree with me has been fired, then sure, it was unanimous. Several artists are now boycotting the Kennedy Center, including Rhiannon Giddens, Whoopi Goldberg, and Hamilton producer Jeffrey Seller. Trump reportedly responded, "Who needs Hamilton? I'll produce my own musical called Washington, where George Washington actually wins the election and serves for 25 years. I hear their first gala will feature the world premiere of Symphony No. 5 in D major, The Art of the Deal, performed entirely on cash registers." Well, guess who's sitting in solitary confinement? Sam Bankman-Fried. The disgraced crypto king got himself thrown in the hole at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after doing an unauthorized jailhouse interview with Tucker Carlson. I mean, this guy steals billions of dollars and his punishment is he doesn't get to talk to the other prisoners. That's like giving a vegetarian a timeout from the steakhouse. So Bankman-Fried is serving 25 years for basically running a Ponzi scheme with hair that looks like it's running its own separate Ponzi scheme. During his little prison chat with Tucker, he made this subtle as a sledgehammer plea for a pardon from President Trump. The worst part of prison, according to Bankman-Fried, he's bored. No meaningful projects. You know what would be a meaningful project? Returning all the money he stole. Just a thought. While chatting with Tucker, Bankman-Fried tried to butter up the president by saying how great Trump would be for crypto. Real subtle strategy there. Hey, the guy who defrauded investors out of billions thinks you're great for financial regulation. No word yet on whether Trump is considering the pardon, But I hear Bankman-Fried is offering him 20,000 Bitcoin that definitely, absolutely exists this time. Pinky promise. Portions of today's show were made with the help of AI, a Cybertruck, and some Bitcoin. What could go wrong?